Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
When I was a kid in the late 60s, I remember watching American astronauts race to the moon. It was thrilling to sprawl on the floor and watch TV for hours thinking, how long will it be till we get to Mars? Those first steps on the moon represented such advancement. It wasn't much earlier that airplanes had propellers and helicopters didn't even exist. With the early space program, we were trying to get people on the moon to advance science, but we had to actually get them up there to find out what we could do, what we could learn. Some of it succeeded, some of it flopped, and it cost a lot of money with no promise of earning it back. The space race of the 60s is a lot like the race for new vaccines, medicines, and prescription drugs today. Developing these new treatments, and in some cases, outright cures, that the U.S. is known for, takes a lot of work, a lot of risk, and a lot of money. Today, one new moonshot is gene therapy. These experimental techniques use genes to treat disease by replacing a damaged gene with a healthy one, knocking out a gene that doesn't work properly, or introducing a new or missing gene to help a body fight disease or function properly. We are on the horizon of providing treatments, perhaps even cures, for a host of conditions that have historically shortened lives and affected the quality of life.
But developing these drugs is like the space program. A lot of money goes into it, but the results aren't assured. So when results come, there's a lot of money to recoup. Take spinal muscular atrophy, or SMA. In its most severe form, SMA type 1, the effects can be devastating. There are 2 drugs on the market that treat SMA1, but these drugs cost billions of dollars to bring to market. Both cost millions by the time a treatment is complete.
So how on earth can anyone afford these drugs? Well, health insurance was created for situations like this. I'm glad to report that Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana covers both SMA drugs for members who meet the guidelines for treatment. We're happy to do this and stick to our mission, improving the health and lives of Louisianians. But keep in mind that our example, SMA, is a very rare condition. Only 6 or 8 babies born each year in Louisiana will need these expensive, life-saving SMA1 treatments. And SMA is only one of many genetic diseases that can be cured or improved by the new treatments that are waiting for FDA approval.
That's a lot of moonshots, with a lot of investors waiting to recoup costs by selling their drug.
So with more missions to space, patients being treated, we'll need to make sure we're using our members' money wisely and not allocating lots of it on care or drugs that cost too much and achieve too little. That means careful consideration to cover drugs for patients who have the best chance of success. It's also why we choose to cover some drugs over others. Drugs that cost more, but don't do more, have little value in the marketplace. The space race was a miracle. The investments brought us technological advancements we still use today. The straight talk is, we must be financially ready to afford the modern miracles of gene therapy.